Welcome, one and all. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year. Well, we'll have an episode again.
Happy Hanukkah. Is that still going on? I know it was going on.
I think Hanukkah ended.
It ended. Yeah, it's not. I think it's like a week, right? Yeah, I think it ended. You're right.
It's eight crazy nights per the.
Oh, yep. It's the holiday season. Feliz Navidad. I sang Feliz Navidad as a kindergartner because that was probably the easiest at concert around that time because it has English in it, so it'd be really easy.
Oh yeah, because there's literally an English component to it.
Yeah, everyone else had this thing in full Spanish. We got a little bit of English in it. Thankfully, let us speak English.
It was funny because last week we at the school we had our talent show on Friday, and halfway talent show, they're working with kids, so the kids will get restless if you don't get them up and doing something. So halfway through, there's a sing along component where the whole crowd sings along to Feliz Navidad.
Nice.
Very well knowing none of these kids know a dang thing about Spanish. That we have a Spanish class, mind you, but it's I want to say it ends after fourth grade. I think it only goes through fourth grade, mind you. But this person's like walking through like how to say the Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. That, and most people can get that one.
Yeah.
Feliz Navidad.
Prospero año y felicidad. It's Happy New Year's.
I figured. It sounds like that, but I literally just off the top of my head can remember it. Anyways, that's the part that everyone like I just.
It's a trickier part.
They start mumbling it. So the person who's leading it was like, let's walk through this like syllable by syllable. So when we get to that part of the song, we don't all mumble it. So they do that, and then guess what? We get to that part of the song, and everybody's mumbling it.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's kids for you.
No, here's a shame. Here's a very sad thing in the local community. There, for many years, the pool I go to would always have festive inflatables outside. They never did a Christmas. They had an Easter bunny. They had 4th of July. They had a lot of that stuff. And every year in December, they always had an inflatable bear with a dreidel. I always call him Hanukkah bear.
Oh,
the pool has been struggling financially, and I think they must have sold off Hanukkah bear because he wasn't there this year.
No.
I was very sad.
No Hanukkah bear. That's funny. They have a Hanukkah bear, but they don't have like any Christmas stuff. It's very, very opposite of what you typically expect.
I know, but hey, my boy, free my guy.
free Hanukkah bear, man. Free Hanukkah bear.
I'm very sad. I think they sold him off or something.
Oh man. Well, one last.
We'll find him.
One round. Last
it's like
round.
It's like the plot of Taken. I will find you. I will kill you.
And I will save you. It's the opposite of Taken.
True.
Well,
Taken, he's saving his daughter.
That's true. Here we're just saving Hanukkah bear, which might be more important, honestly.
Yeah, screw Liam Neeson's daughter.
Yeah. Who cares about Liam Neeson's
Do you bring holiday cheer? No.
Are you a large land mammal that fairly dangerous?
Yeah, so it's a white bear, so it's a polar bear, so it's real dangerous.
Oh, it's one of the ones that will mess you up. Oh man, that's the funny thing. People, it's funny that polar bears are kind of associated with like they're the cute, like it's the Coca-Cola mascot.
Yeah,
polar bears are cute, but man, they will jack you up.
They're I think they're one of the
few animals that will like actively.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, like if you run into a polar bear, kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, if it's brown, lie down. If it's black, fight back. If it's white, good night.
Yeah. I don't want to deal with no polar bears.
No. Luckily, all you have to do to avoid that is never go to the North Pole, which, mind you, isn't exactly the most common place people go on vacations.
It's not a very hard place to stay away from.
No, it's really not, unless you're Santa Claus, which
true.
He's gonna
shout out. Hey, you know who has what team has polar bear problems? The Uktiavik Whalers, baby. Barrow,
Alaska.
Dude, how's the weather been in Arizona?
Oh, freezing cold, 70 degrees.
I haven't seen the sun in 2 weeks. It's
Oh,
rained almost nonstop.
had a high of 80 today.
I have not seen the sun. It wasn't raining today, but it was still cloudy. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's not raining!"
It was fairly overcast.
For a second, I was like, "I can see the sun." Wait, no, I can't.
Yeah. I will say this is the warmest like Christmas season I think since I moved to Arizona, or not even that, because I've started coming down here for Christmas in 2022 because my parents had already moved here. So I'd say Christmas 2022 it was like 60, like mid 60s, low 60s the whole time, and I want to say 23 and 24 were about the same. This year it's like mid 70s to low 80s. It's like, whoa, this is kind of warm.
See, for me, I'm a huge Christmas guy. I love Christmas. And for years, my mom's has tried to float the idea of going away for Christmas. Spending. She always said, what about Hawaii for Christmas?
Oh, I've had a Hawaii Christmas.
And it's a tempting idea, but it doesn't feel right for me. It doesn't feel right for me not to be at home for Christmas. I'll be home for Christmas.
You can count, yeah, so on and so forth. I won't.
I don't know the rest of that. I only know Spanish Christmas songs.
If only in my dreams. There you go.
I only know Spanish and Latin Christmas songs. See, Catholic Christmas Mass. First of all, my dad would go like an hour and a half early. We were always Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve night mass. That was always us. Yes. The last thing we'd do before going to bed. My dad would go an hour early to get seats. That's how crazy it would be. Because it was the kids' mass.
Right.
Because it would put us to sleep. But
fair.
I remember one year they had handbells. It was really cool. But you always sing the same song at the processional at the start of every Christmas Mass. It's always, "O come all you faithful." And they do a million Latin verses. Adeste fidele.
I didn't realize there was Latin verses. That's how.
Yeah. That's like the only songs they do Latin verses for, and they do it like 6 verses of it. Like the priest would already be sitting down and stuff. Just like, come on, speed this up. I don't know anything past Adeste Fidele. That's all I know. But it would sleep.
Here in studio.
I can't hear you. You're first. Oh, you're back.
Can you hear me now? Okay. Here at Studio North, went to Christmas Eve service today.
Nice.
And they started with like traditional, or not traditional, like traditional, like old timey, like class. Also, just classic era Christmas, like
Bing Crosby.
Yeah, Bing Crosby. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. They ended with Silent Night, but point being, like there are a lot. There's Jingle Bells. There are like a lot of them more like
nice.
Classic Bing Crosby era. And I didn't know half the lyrics. I was like, how do I not know these? How do I not know these right now?
Oh damn! Yeah, and it was always that. "O Come Emmanuel," that was another big one. And then the Eden processional was always "Joy to the World."
Joy to the world. That's good. Okay, that's a good.
That always kind of got you hyped up.
Yeah.
And my mom would always, when we were kids, she'd always have Mrs. Claus will have already brought pajamas for us. So like they had a plan to put us to bed. Bore them at Christmas Mass, get them in nice new pajamas. Out. They never had an issue with us trying to sneak out. And before Christmas Mass, my dad would always take us swimming too. He would tire us out. Christmas Eve pool, undefeated.
Christmas Eve pool.
And now it's not open at Christmas Eve because I was going to take my cousins, my little cousins. I was going to take them to the pool. Turns out they don't open on Christmas Eve anymore.
To a heated pool?
Oh, it's indoors. Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking, man,
Oh god, dude, it's Washington.
On Christmas Eve.
It's Washington.
No, I know that's what
we
I
don't
figured,
have.
but I'm still.
We don't have many outdoor pools unless they're at houses. Like community pools are almost
all indoors, right?
Like an aquatic center. Oh yeah, they're all indoors. Dog, you'd have like only like 4 months of the year where you could do.
Yeah.
Dude, did you ever go to the IMA pool? I like the
IMA pool. I cannot say I ever went to the IMA pool.
Oh, it was fun. They did cool events. They would do like what was it? Inner tube water polo.
Really?
Intramurals.
I
did it my freshman year. It was really fun.
Yeah. Dang,
I got whacked in the head with a paddle once, though. Not fun.
Yeah.
But it was. They did log rolling too on a big like foam log. That was hard. It was. I could hardly get up there. So they did some cool stuff, but they tore it down.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of wait every now and again. I'm like, man, I kind of want to go back to UW just see what's changed since I left.
Oh, things have changed for sure. Yeah. The new softball and basketball facilities are nice. Come to a September. Oh no, you start early. Dang it.
Yeah. Maybe a fall break. Maybe there's a football game during fall break.
Oh yeah, I got 2 tickets. I got 2 tickets. My Christmas present is my tickets getting renewed.
There you go. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, when the schedule gets released, we'll see if there's any home games that
you got a place to stay, buddy.
There you go. That'll be awesome. I really do want it. I'm sorry. I wouldn't call it homesick because it's not technically my home, but nostalgic. I get to nostalgia.
Oh yeah, that's a good word for it. Okay, nice 13-minute intro. Should we get into it?
Yes, because we do have a lot of action to talk about. This is one of the, maybe not the first ever, but I think one of the first ever times we've meshed college and pros all into one episode. We are going to be primarily focused on pro ball this time around.
Not much to talk about.
There's not a lot to talk about with college. With respect to Toledo and Louisville, we're not going to be talking about the Boca Raton Bowl all that much. We will be talking about the college football playoff matchups, and we do have quite a few games to make picks on.
Finally, some real bowl games. Yeah. The Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl.
That's right. Hey, don't disrespect the Scooter taking place in the Star.
Have you ever had Scooters Coffee? It's not up here.
I have not. No, I have not. Let's see. What's the first game?
Is there a big local coffee brand in Arizona?
Not particularly.
Is there not as much of a coffee culture there than in Seattle?
There's a coffee culture, but it's definitely not Seattle. It's not Seattle.
Yeah.
It's not Seattle. I'm trying to think. There's no like big place that are people are like, oh, gotta go to wherever. There's not like a local not brewery. What's the word I'm looking for? A spot. There's not a spot.
Yeah.
Like there is in Seattle. I mean, Seattle, there's a million.
Yeah, and it's not just Starbucks for you Arizona kids listening.
It's not very much not Starbucks.
There's a whole lot
Starbucks
of
is one of the worst you can go to.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great ones that you can go to in Seattle and the surrounding area. I think the best coffee.
Oh yeah, there's tons. There's tons of coffee stands everywhere, everywhere, and they're for the most part pretty dang good. I remember there was a bikini barista place kind of near our home, and it was called Naughty Bodies. And my dad would always joke, "Hey, mom, we went to Naughty Bodies." There was like a band Naughty Bodies group. It's like,
of course,
kind of tough to be a bikini barista in Washington.
Right.
I remember a hometown hero of yours now in Arizona, the guy who got in some trouble at a bikini barista in Arizona. That was like a year ago.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I won't talk. It was bad. A guy exposed himself. A guy exposed himself at a bikini barista.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I think it was in Tucson, too. I think it was in Tucson.
Awesome. Heck yeah. Love the representation.
Speaking of Tucson, Danny Gonzalez is staying.
He is. Keeping the whole staff together. Now we just got to see what we're losing in the portal. Or the draft
has Fafita said
no,
anything yet?
Fafita has not said anything
yet. I feel like the longer it goes on, the better news. He has till
I don't
January
think at this
14th.
point. I feel like at this point, if he was going to enter the portal, it would have been announced by now.
Oh, yeah.
The NFL draft declaration is what I'm more concerned about.
We'll probably won't hear anything till after the bowl.
Yes. Yeah.
Or right up into it. If he might sit out.
Right. Well, let's see. Hold on. Let me see if there's been any speculation. No, he is not even listed as a potential opt-out for by Brendan Murphy.
If he comes back, they're definitely right up there with Tech. That's a favorite.
Oh yeah, especially the way they ended. They finally built up some momentum. It was awesome. All right, well, we'll have plenty of time to talk about all that. Let's get into games, and then also we'll pick up bowl games all the way up to the ReliaQuest Bowl, which we'll hop into next week. Got a week worth of bowl games to pick here, speed run it, and then that will be the last round before we have some college football playoff. Wait, before the college football playoff really starts to get going.
I remember we didn't have any playoff until New Year's Day.
Yep. Now it's like all 12:31. It's again, no, yeah. Because when it was the Rose Bowl, yeah, it was New Year's Day. Because of course the Rose Bowl is always going to be New Year's Day.
Sugar Bowl's New Year's Day.
Sure.
Orange Bowl's New Year's Day.
What are they going to do when the Rose Bowl and the Sugar Bowl are the semifinal games? Like, how are they going to make those on? How are they going to make the Rose Bowl New Year's Day?
They've said that they'll move it.
They'll move the Rose Bowl off of New Year's Day.
I know. What a joke.
That's ridiculous. That's one of the staples of college football.
I'd rather the Rose Bowl just be a semis game.
Do we ever? Yes, we do look at chat. We
have it right up on our side. You can see everything you type.
Now.
I'm the chat police too. I've deleted chats. Don't do anything bad, or I'll
Don't say anything stupid.
I have the power to give you a timeout.
That's right. Mute, ban. We can do it all. But yes, we do look at the chat to answer the question. Anyways, Oklahoma, Alabama. We've delayed.
Oh my God!
What a choke!
What a choke!
Mateer. Well, again,
it's 17-0.
It's not all Mateer's fault.
They lost the momentum when they didn't get that fourth down stop. They just totally. You could just feel the mood change. I think that compounding the fourth down stop with the botched punt.
Yeah, the botched punt and the play before that, the deep ball that Mateer threw that was just dropped would have been a walk-in touchdown. Just a cavalcade of
errors,
of errors by the Sooners, and what do you know? It turns into an Alabama victory, and it delays Michigan's head coaching search by another week and a half.
Yeah, honestly, they're way more upset about that than us.
Yeah. The good folks in Ann Arbor are going to be very, very.
It sounded like Jeff Brahms are going to be their head coach.
Yeah, Jeff Brahms, name to know.
I said this like a week ago. I think I was like, why aren't they talking about Jeff Brom? Jeff Brom would be Michigan fans are like hating on it so much. Jeff Brom's a really good coach.
They were so dead set on either DeBoer or Dillingham that Brom will be a little bit of a letdown. But that's
honestly, Beau.
Yeah.
I think Brom's a better coach than Dillingham. I'm sorry.
Interesting. I mean, I'm not going to argue with you, but that's interesting.
I think Dilly's a great coach. That was year 3. You know, he's still got something to prove a little bit, man.
Yeah, I think year 2 was definitely a peak. Year 3 was a little bit of a letdown. We saw what he could do, what he did without an elite quarterback, and it didn't look good.
I mean, we saw the same thing in year 1 though, because he was running swing gate with Chip Lindsley or whatever his name was.
Mm-hmm.
Chip Conyers. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
There's someone I was in band with whose name was Chip Conyers. Well, Lewis. You know that Chip is short for Lewis?
I had no idea that.
Yes, it is. You know what Paco is in Spanish? Paco? You ever hear of Pacos? Like the name Paco? You know what that's a nickname for?
What?
Frank. Or no, it's Frank. It's short for Francisco. Paco.
What?
So Paco is Frank in Spanish. Isn't that a fun one?
You know what? And I thought English, like turning William into Bill, was weird.
Or Dick, Richard.
Or yeah, Richard and Dick. Yeah. Yeah,
Paco.
I thought there were some weird ones in English. Never mind. That might take the cake.
Yeah, I remember I learned that in like middle school. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, that makes no sense.
Yeah, absolute insanity. That's weird. I would not have guessed that. Anyways, for Bama, it's funny, right? There's this whole discourse around Ryan Williams. He's disappeared, and he should transfer.
He's a beef. He's a beef.
He's a beef.
Have you seen? I remember I saw an edit of the Madden or CFP cover, and it was just Jeremiah Smith.
It was Jeremiah Smith standing next to like an empty space, but the Bama helmet is still there.
Yep. That was funny.
We saw the same one.
Speaking of edits, have you seen the Kim Jong-il becoming Michigan's head coach?
Oh, becoming Michigan's head coach. Yep, I have seen
Whose
that.
idea was that?
I don't know.
See, he's going to bring Juche to Ann Arbor. Self-reliance. Doesn't need the portal. Just like Dabo. Self-reliance. Juche.
Alrighty. Anything else on Bama, Oklahoma want to talk about? Oh, their kicker was the best. Won the Ray Guy award, or
God,
not the Ray
poor
Guy
guy.
award, and then he couldn't hit a kick to save his life in the fourth quarter.
Sounds like the wind was horrible. Is what the word was. Like the wind was really an issue.
Yeah.
Poor guy, man. They're gonna kill him.
Yeah. After he won the Lou Groza too, it's like
I know.
Just a random kicker, I get it, but he was nails. For
Talk about their special teams losing their season.
Yeah.
Special teams matters, folks.
Special teams does matter. Speaking of a game where special teams very much mattered, how about that for a segue? Miami.
Nice. Honestly, the most interesting thing in this game was Michael Irvin.
Hey, I don't know. Ruben Baines going out. That was my
True.
Yeah, nice game. Blocked kick. Speaking of special teams, blocked kick.
They say he has short arms.
He still has short arms, but hell, the awareness to get him up.
But he blocked it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care if put him at freaking 4-tech or 3-tech if he's got short arms.
You need you need long arms for interior too.
He'll still be a baller. I don't care.
I think the point that Rob Staten made on that does kind of, I can see what he's saying. It's like, how many guys out of that archetype are successful in the NFL? And it's like, I really can't name many. I can't name, but there can always be a mold breaker. And I think he can do it, man. I think he can be the guy, but I see that point. It's like, yeah.
I will never forget his notebook ahead of the
my God.
game.
That's an alpha. That's an alpha right there.
Dude, his last name is Bane. Defensive lineman, his last name is Bane. Come on, don't overthink this.
Don't overthink this. And like, I don't think teams have the luxury to overthink this one this year. Like, he's such a talent in such a talent-poor draft. Don't overthink this too much.
Rusher. I mean, what, your edge rushers are Arvell Reese and Ruben Bain? Is there another first-round edge rusher?
No. Like, depends how you think about David Bailey, I guess.
Oh, yeah, David Bailey. Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. I look at the big consensus board here.
Oh, yeah, clearly no.
No. Oh, Celtic Ball.
No.
TJ Parker.
Maybe.
Cassius Howell, maybe. Yeah. No, it's Bane and it's Reese. And Reese is more of a hybrid guy. But
Reese is a chess piece. There's, he's positionless football.
Right.
Michael Irvin giving Cristobal a big kiss on the cheek in the post-game interview.
He's a legend,
dude. They're gonna like take the top of his skull off when he dies, and like it's just gonna be goo.
It's just gonna be goo.
There's gonna be nothing there. I love him though.
Yeah. 1, 2. Wait,
I love how he was like right by the game-winning touchdown too, right in the right spot.
Yep. Right.
Because of course he was.
Oh, and then A&M getting down the field to tie it, and then throwing a pick in the red zone. Brutal.
Oh, brutal.
Or Marcel Reed, man. I mean, people are talking him up so much, and now there's articles like, man, the A&M needs a quarterback because it's the only thing holding the team back. He can run. He's a good runner.
Honestly, yeah, I think they're probably going to get a different quarterback. There's a lot of good quarterbacks in the portal. Dude,
yeah.
Josh Hoover at A&M. That'd be a good squad. Josh Hoover's going to be really good at it. I think some really good team's going to get him, and like they're going to be a CFP watch team for me because Josh Hoover's one of my guys, man. I think he's got a lot of.
Or some of the big name transfer, like Byron Brown, he's a lock for Auburn. Rocco Beck's a lock for Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
Bro Prabula. Yeah, portal.
There was talk of him that he was going to go back to Penn State, but now I doubt it.
No, yeah. Jackson Arnold, no idea. Josh Hoover. I know it would make a lot of sense. But I don't know. Let's see. Aiden Childs. Who cares?
Talk about a fall.
Yeah, Max Johnson. Who cares? TJ Finley. Brendan Sorsby. Oh, that's a big one. People. I heard Tech's probably the favorite there.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Sam Levitt, Oregon, I hear is the favorite, but
do they need him? Just like
Oregon might also be going after Raiola.
Please,
I'd much rather they take Raiola than Levitt. Also, Dante Moore might be coming back still.
Yeah, I thought he was for sure coming back.
No, it's not official. He hasn't announced anything.
Yeah.
Sellers is going back to South Carolina.
Aaron Nolan's transferring.
I thought he was going to be the Miami quarterback that boosts his draft stock by transferring there.
Is Beck coming back? Does he have eligibility?
No, he's out of eligibility. He's gone, bro. He's gone.
Who is Miami going to take now?
Sam Levitt. If Oregon doesn't take him.
I could see that. Yeah. I want Josh Hoover at a really good school, man. Josh Hoover's a baller.
Sam Levitt was probably recruited by Mario at Oregon too.
No. Well, earlier on, yeah, but
that's what I mean. Because Levitt was class of 22, which was like the last class that Mario would have been heavily involved in.
No, he was 23, I think.
No, Levitt.
He was 23.
Right, actually, you might be right. Hold on, I might be thinking. You are correct. Yes.
You're fired, hotshot.
Never mind.
Got him. God, his whole path's been crazy. Just like Michigan State, Oregon, Arizona State.
Yeah. Let's see. Where the hell is Sam Levitt going to go? Here we go. Here's an article that predicts. So it's got Rocco back to Penn State, Beau Prabula to Tech. Sam Levitt to Miami. All right.
Nice.
Josh Hoover to Indiana. Ooh,
oh, that would be good. That's a perfect fit. That's a really good fit. Oh, God. They're totally going to get
DJ
Hoover.
Lagway to LSU.
That
Lane Kiffin coaching DJ Lagway.
That could be fun.
And that a few months ago, they would have been very excited.
Yeah, that's like a monkey. Oh, there was a total monkey's paw there, Beau. I just want Lane Kiffin to coach DJ Lagway.
Brendan Sorsby at Tech. We mentioned that. I have no idea who Kenny Minchie is. Dylan Raiola to Louisville. The hell? Drew Messmaker to Oklahoma State. And,
Following Morris.
Yeah, if Hoover went to Indiana, then yeah, that'd make a lot of sense for Messmaker to go to Oklahoma State. Interesting. There's some fun combos in there. I never even thought about. No one to A&M though.
Dude, Signetti's who we thought DeBoer would be.
Yeah. Yep.
Bringing in great transfer quarterbacks.
Yeah. No one got to talk about, speaking of transfers and the like, we don't got to talk about Tulane Ole Miss too much here. Ole Miss did exactly what they did when these two teams played in September. They just ran it up on them.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't even close.
I mean, the coaches that left their teams, the lower level coaches that left teams, obviously, struggled.
Yeah.
Like, there's the whole narrative of they didn't belong, sure, whatever, right? But in my opinion, the bigger issue is maybe they could have fared better if their coaches weren't able to foot out the door. Like, we got to fix the clock here. Right. Like, at this point, I think we got to starting the season early.
Yeah. That's valid. And that way we could have the college football playoff semis on January 1st. So the Rose Bowl can be played on January 1st.
Yes.
Boom. We just fixed college football.
We fixed college football for you. You're welcome, folks.
And maybe a game we have even less to talk about, JMU, Oregon. Just
backdoor cover.
Very nothing game. But they did get the backdoor cover. That's true.
I knew this was going to be a stinker, so I just watched the NFL game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Chicago and Green Bay was.
And it was great. It was a great game.
Yeah. We'll talk about that one later. That was a fantastic game. But all right, my friend. In that case, it is time for us to get on to picks for the next week. College action. We actually tied, or no, we are currently tied, but you technically won the week. So you get first pick on what you want to do here.
I'm gonna go Cal.
Right, you're gonna go Cal. Right.
Oh yeah, I'm going first. I'm going Cal.
Yeah,
Hawaii being favored is interesting, just because they're the home team, I guess. But I think Cal.
They are home, yeah.
Although, hey, wait, actually, transitive property wins. Hawaii should be favored because Hawaii beat Stanford to beat Cal.
That's true. JKS is playing in this game.
Why wouldn't he?
He's staying in Cal, so of course he is. But there was obviously prior to him. Now, there's some speculation. So just clarifying that. Cal has no official opt-outs at the moment, but they do have a couple long list of injuries. Obviously, they're working with a new head coach in Rolovich. Meanwhile, for Hawaii, only one guy in the portal.
The Japanese kicker was on the Groza. He was a Groza finalist. How awesome is that?
He was. He won Mountain West Special Teams Player of the Year.
Hell yeah, he rocks, man.
Because of the way they ended the season. Yeah, I cannot pronounce his last name. I'm sorry.
I don't know his last name, so I couldn't butcher it if I wanted to.
I'm gonna go with Cal as well. JK is playing. I think they're gonna have enough horses and just win the talent battle.
Yeah,
which is important. The game above a sports bowl. How about that for a name? Central Michigan versus Northwestern. Central Michigan.
That is a spread. Whew.
Yeah. Central Michigan's missing not much, honestly. Northwestern hasn't had any official opt-outs.
I think opt-outs are a lot more unofficial these days.
Yeah, it's true. The guys that suit up but then don't actually play at all.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. Give me Northwestern. I know it's a big spread, but they finished the season pretty well. I think they're a solid team.
I think David Braun is a underrated coach.
So you're going Northwestern as well?
Yes.
Okay. I figured. I was like, I'm gonna hype up David Braun, but then I'm gonna pick against him
and take Central Michigan.
and take Central Michigan.
Go
all right,
Chips.
the Rate Bowl, Minnesota versus Jason Eck in New Mexico. New Mexico, no listed opt-outs. Technically, neither of these teams have any listed opt-outs. Neither of these teams lost their head coach, despite some speculation they might. Couple injuries on either side, but about balances out. Minnesota had some transfer portal issues here. Is your call, my friend. Also, actually, the big storyline in this game is it's Fleck versus Eck.
I didn't even think about that. That's awesome. Future. Is it broken? Is it bits of a broken chair? What's the Minnesota Wisconsin rivalry?
I have no idea.
I don't know. That's not the bucket. Bucket's Purdue, Indiana.
Minnesota Wisconsin rivalry. Let's see, what's this thing called? It's the Paul Bunyan axe.
Oh yeah, there's the Paul Bunyan trophy and the Paul Bunyan axe. Ugh.
Yeah. Not to be confused with the Stanford axe, of course.
Oh, so stupid.
All right, your pick, my friend.
PJ Fleck's going to be on his way to Michigan when Jeff Brom says no. Give me Eck. Go Lobos, baby.
Let's go.
Imagine Michigan players having row the boat on the back of their helmets.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
They would hate PJ Fleck. So row the boat, Sky Yuma. Although, isn't that a Minnesota thing?
Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure. Oh man, I love New Mexico, man. They're getting points. They're obviously playing a lot closer to home, and honestly, they're not dealing with quite as much in the portal or in draft declarations as Minnesota is in the moment. Give me Eck to beat Fleck.
Eck's gonna be a Big Ten coach and be so annoying to play soon.
Yep.
And I'd love it if he was a Husky head coach, but I'm not playing the alma mater game again.
The Serve Pro First Responder Bowl. Wait, what was Eck's alma mater? Wisconsin. Okay. The Serve Pro First Responder Bowl. Fun fact about the Serve Pro. Well, go ahead, sorry.
He was an offensive lineman under Alvarez, so that tells you where he probably wants to coach at. Yeah. There's a reason he hasn't taken any jobs this cycle. Because he knows Pickle's about to get fired.
It's true. Fun fact about the Serve Pro First Responder Bowl is it is the successor to the Zaxby's Heart of Dallas Bowl, which was Jake Browning's first bowl. I
remember watching that game. Did you watch the Zaxby's? Zaxby's?
I did watch the Zaxby's Heart of Dallas Bowl for that.
That's so crazy that we both watched that game. I remember watching that game. Miles Gaskin went off.
Yep.
That was 8th grade.
I watched every Washington game that wasn't on at the same time as the Stanford game.
Yeah.
I had to work for my guy, Jake. I remember his first ever start, true freshman, started game 1 against Boise State. And we had a watch party at one of my friends' houses.
That's so cool.
Yeah. We love Jake Browning.
Was that 8th grade?
8th grade? Yeah. That was like our sophomore year.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, Jake Browning? Jake Browning was a senior when I was
freshman. That was 8th grade. Really? Damn.
Yeah. So he's a senior as a freshman. So his freshman year of high school, or his freshman year of college.
14. Yeah, no, you're right. Freshman year.
Yeah. Sophomore year.
No, freshman. We're getting our wires crossed here.
Then 2016 was the next year they went to the playoff, which would have been our junior year.
UW Southern Miss.
It was the 2015 Zaxby's Heart of Dallas Bowl.
Shoot, you're right. Damn. That would have been sophomore year. Yeah.
Yep. Good fired out shot.
Damn.
UTSA, FIU. Let's see, UTSA in this one. Oh boy, both these teams got hit pretty hard. Let's see. FIU lost a lot in the portal. None will play in the bowl. FIU expect to be extremely shorthanded in the secondary. They also might be down to their third string quarterback. Meanwhile, for UTSA, they are down pretty much their entire starting D line and 2 starting corners. In the portal, they also lost a lineman to an opt-out. A couple other players.
Shout out Rick Woolen.
I hear third string quarterback against in a secondary with literally no one, and I start thinking I'm taking UTSA.
Yeah, me too. Shout out Jeff Traylor, good coach. Who's FIU's coach right now?
Is it Willie Simmons?
I have no clue who that is. UTSA keeps developing good linemen. They all leave, and they all don't do very good after they leave.
For this next game, the Go Bowling Military Bowl between Pitt and ECU. Pitt is down Desmond Reed, Kyle Lewis, so a couple NFL guys, probably another couple potential opt-outs, plus 3 starters, including both their starting guards. Let's see. As for ECU, they're missing Caton Hauser, so they won't have their starting quarterback. Let's see. They also lost their defensive coordinator. I don't know. They lost both their coordinators, actually, did ECU. It is your pick.
Give me Pitt and Heischel. What's his name? The quarterback, the freshman quarterback.
I know who you're talking about, but I can pronounce
He's got a weird name.
Yeah. I'm going Pitt as well. Too much for ECU. Plus, I think Pitt's just a more talented team at the end of the day. The Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl, where if you told someone in August this was a playoff matchup, they would have believed it. And instead, it's just the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. So
our opt-out's going to be brutal for this one.
Oh, yeah. Actually, never mind. It takes up 2 whole pages. So...
we just know it's a lot. We don't have to go through all of them.
Yeah, I won't go through it all. However, only one of these teams actually has their coach still, Skinny Clemson.
Yeah, me too. We've seen how these go.
Yeah, usually it's if you lose your quarterback. Klubnik's playing. Okay. Not that he's amazing, but,
It's something.
It's something. All right. The Fenway Bowl, UConn Army 9.5-point favorites in this one. Little battle of the Northeast, New York versus Connecticut here. UConn is losing a ton in the portal. Army is Army. They're not losing much at all.
Yeah, they can't lose them. They're locked in.
They are taking. Oh wait, never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say they're losing someone, but it's actually an injury. It's not even a.
They got the strongest NIL contracts in the game.
That's right. Military contract. All right. Who you got in this one?
I got Army here. The Jim more or less Huskies tough. A lot of guys who are in Fort Collins right now.
Yeah. UConn's tempting just because this is a big spread, and UConn was a good team this year, but they're just losing too much to the portal, including their starting quarterback. Well, no, actually, the starting quarterback's going to the league, so he's an opt-out. This is an opt-out already. They could be down to QB4. Now, their star receiver, Skylar Bell, does say he's planning to play. He was actually a Biletnikoff finalist. And he is actively trying to convince others in the portal to do the same. However, I'm not going to rely on that. Yeah, so they actually have a team to field. Here we go. Here's a fun one. The Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Dude. So playing Army requires mental fortitude.
Mm-hmm.
To have the team with their put out the door with the coach, with the interim coach. Ooh.
Yeah,
that's a recipe for disaster, in my opinion.
yeah, it's not great. It's not great.
Pop-Tart Bowl should have
wait.
been the Catholics versus Mormons.
Wait, is Fort Collins Colorado State? I thought it was Air Force.
Ooh, I think you're right. That might be fired.
No. Twice in 5 minutes.
No, I wasn't fired 5 minutes ago. You were fired 5 minutes ago.
No, remember, you were fired for... What were you fired for? You were fired for something a few minutes ago.
No, you were fired for something. You were fired because
I was fired. No, I was fired too for something else, but I can't remember what it was.
I don't think I've been fired today yet.
You were fired for something. Oh, never mind. You're right. Fort Collins. Yeah, Colorado
Oh,
Springs.
double not fired.
Colorado Springs is Air Force. Okay, Fort Collins, Colorado Springs. It's all the same. Anyways, yeah, this game should have been, to change the topic, should have been Catholics versus Mormons.
Dude, Notre Dame ultimate PR softness lately.
Oh yeah, no, they've just dropped the ball. Everything since they didn't make the playoff has been ultimate drop the ball.
Crybaby, it's take your ball and go home mentality.
Yeah, well, and it sounds like the USC Notre Dame series ending was more USC's fault than theirs. To be fair.
Let me have my narrative.
But no, what I'm going to say is, yeah, everything is, I mean, the fact that people are even going to question and say it might be Notre Dame, it's still a PR fall off. Like, Notre Dame should be trying their hardest to make that series happen.
Join a conference.
Their image. That's right. Hey, join the Big Ten, and then you can have protected rivalry with them.
Yeah.
So, there you go. There's your answer. Well, I mean, Notre Dame already got BYU to be the replacement for USC for the next couple of years. This USC needs to get Stanford to be Notre Dame's replacement. They have to make it happen. Make one of the traditional California rivalries happen again. I feel it should be Stanford SC, honestly. The Stanford, Cal, and UCLA, USC are playing already. So between Cal, USC and Stanford SC and Cal UCLA and Stanford UCLA. The only one of those that ever really had animosity was Stanford SC. So
yeah,
bring that back. Anyways,
I think you got to go Stanford Notre Dame. I think that's the last.
Oh no, Stanford Notre Dame's staying no matter what.
No, for the Big Ten.
Oh yeah, for the last couple of Big Ten teams, yeah. To get to an even 20. Absolutely. Yep. It should be Stanford, Notre Dame, 100%. Where was I? Oh, yeah, sorry. Pop-Tarts Bowl. You know what? I'm not even going to bother talking about the transfers. Both these teams have their head coaches, and more importantly, they both have sprinkles on their head. So.
Awesome. Imagine that. Dude, there's no way Notre Dame would have let them put sprinkles on their helmets.
No way.
No shot.
Neither of these teams have any opt-outs. Now, both teams do have some... Georgia Tech's got a couple portal guys, most significantly the starting center. Couple of injuries both ways as well. BYU isn't going to have LJ Martin, which is big for them. BYU was a stronger team towards the end of the year, so give me the Cougs.
Yeah, I think Georgia Tech's been just a little too inconsistent. Is Haynes King really going to put his body on the line like he needs to for them to win every game? I don't know in the whole game. I'm going to go BYU as well.
Yeah. You know, I need you to treat the Pop-Tart Bowl like it's Super Bowl. Haynes, come on.
I love the ceremony of the coaches pushing down the Pop-Tart and the trophy. Oh, dude, like, I love the Pop-Tart Bowl people. They care.
The Pop-Tarts Bowl is genuinely, probably outside of the CFP, everyone's favorite bowl at this point.
Because they show they actually care about college football and bowls and fun.
Yeah, they care about it. And it's fun, yeah.
Like this is like my whole reaction to Notre Dame's big hissy fit. Like, this is supposed to be fun.
Yeah, we're supposed to want to play these games.
So college football is supposed to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
You're like this is why people hate college football right now. It's because people like you just ruining it.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to enjoy watching football.
I know, shocking concept. Football is supposed to be enjoyable. Well, down in Tucson on Saturday, Miami, Ohio, Fresno State playing. Miami, Ohio coming off a loss in the MAC championship.
That's a fun matchup.
Yeah. Arizona Bowl always has low-key fun matchups, like between random Mountain West and MAC teams, but maybe it's just because MAC's amazing and everyone loves it. Let's see. Transfer. Miami's losing a lot to the portal.
The portal just kills the mid-majors.
Fresno State's not losing nearly as much. Yeah, give me Fresno. Oh, wait, it's your pick. What am I talking about?
I'm going to go Fresno as well. Shout out Matt Entz.
There you go. North Texas and San Diego State. Oh, boy, North Texas. Where do I even start with them? They are losing just about everybody, including their head coach. Meanwhile, San Diego State has a couple guys in the portal.
Lost their DC.
They did lose their DC. And they will not have their starting quarterback, Jaden Denegal. Chris Johnson, their star corner, All-American, probably won't play, it sounds like. With all
draft for him, right?
Oh, yeah. 100%. He'll be a day 2 pick. With that said, it's just too much for North Texas, man. Give me San Diego State.
I agree. They still have their coach.
Yeah. Mizzou, Virginia. Virginia, who could have been playing this past weekend if they just hadn't choked against Duke, is instead going to be playing in the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl against Missouri. Their only official not playing is starting cornerback Jason Prevard. What a name. Prevard? Oh, I'm saying that right. A couple potential opt-outs, but no one official. Meanwhile, a couple injuries as well. Missouri will be out without their starting quarterback, a couple receivers, and a whole lot of potential opt-outs. Although Drinkwitz said he expects more opt-outs. However, they won't have Brett Norfleet or Josiah Trotter, which are pretty big losses for them. Who you got?
I'm going to go Virginia here.
I don't think we've disagreed on one yet, because I'm also going to Virginia. As soon as I see Beau's not playing, it's hard to sell me on that one. Yeah. Houston, LSU in the Texas Bowl. Houston has one opt-out and a couple injuries. LSU has a lot more of both, including pretty much their entire secondary. Patrick Payton, Harold Perkins, Xavier Thomas, Barryon Brown, Chris Hilton. They're losing pretty much everyone. I'm taking Houston in this one.
Me too. It's bad. I ain't trained it there yet. It's coming. Not there yet.
It's coming. It's coming. Don't worry. It
hasn't left the station yet. It hasn't gotten to the station yet.
I think it's leaving the station. It hasn't arrived yet.
It hasn't gotten to the current station.
Yes.
So in order to leave that station.
Yes. That is true. It does need to. Yes. All right. The Birmingham Bowl. Little Sunbelt rivalry here.
Clay Helton.
Georgia State and
Georgia Southern.
Georgia Southern. You're right.
Fired hot shot number 3.
And App State. Did these two teams play earlier in the year?
They had to.
They did. Ooh, it was a 2-point game. It was a close one. All right.
Okay.
Georgia Southern, despite the closeness in the last game, is a 7-point favorite in this one. Georgia Southern is losing no one to the transfer portal. They have a couple injuries, including stud running back O.J. Arnold.
I love stud running backs named OJ.
I know, right? App State's losing a lot. AJ Swan, both their starting their top two quarterbacks who kind of split time down the stretch. Yeah, they're a 5-7 team that shouldn't even gone bowling and proceeded to lose a lot. Anyways, it's your pick though. Who you got?
I think I gotta go with Georgia Southern here. I gotta trust having players.
Yeah, having players is important. I'm surprised Georgia Southern's literally only missing guys because of injury. They're not losing anyone to the portal. They're not losing anybody opt-outs. They still don't have a lot of guys that are NFL opt-out guys. So, anyways, Coastal Louisiana Tech in the illustrious Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. Coastal missing their starting left tackle, missing their starting quarterback. They did fire their head coach, so they're having DC's serving as the interim coordinator. Tim Beck no longer there. Louisiana Tech's missing. They're missing their quarterback, so they're down to their third string quarterback. Geez, both these teams are in a really bad spot, actually. I will say at least Louisiana Tech didn't fire their head coach. So give me Tech to cover here.
I'm gonna go Chanticleers, baby. I love the Chanticleers.
First difference. Took us a while, but we finally found a difference. Look at that.
This is finally we're getting good matchups now. Here we go.
There you go, Tennessee, Illinois. Teams that were ranked for a good portion of the season. And also, this is also as we get to these later teams, it's like, oh yeah, a lot of dudes who are opting out. Like Chris Brazel's opted out. Jermod McCoy hasn't played all year, so. Aaron Carter, Boo Carter's out for this one. A lot of.
I want to see some. Go ahead.
Let's see. Tennessee obviously fired their DC. Will Inge is going to serve as the interim DC.
Let's go. See, I don't have much ill will towards Inge. I thought he was a good guy. I heard good stories.
I don't either. For
Could not identify linebacker talent that was under his goddamn nose.
That's true. That is true. Illinois is going to be losing Gabe Yakis and J.C. Davis, two guys we're going to be talking about in spring. Other than that, Luke Altmaier's playing. That's a good sign for them. Haven't heard anything about Aguilar not playing, so I'm assuming he's playing as well. Yeah, I don't know. All right, portal and injuries and opt-outs are about even for both teams. So this is kind of a straight-up spread here. Who you got?
I'm going to go Illinois. I want to see some bowl game antics like last year. That was
Bielema.
Bielema taunting Beamer.
As much as I celebrate us finally having a difference, I'm actually going to agree with you here. I think it's a little bit less concerning for Illinois than it is for Tennessee, all the guys they're going to be losing. Last game here for us to cover for the college side of things before we get into the NFL matchups. The Valero Alamo Blow. Alamo Blow. Alamo Blow. No, Alamo.
That's a hard
Blow.
Alamo Blow. There you go.
That is not that hard to say. I don't know why I'm struggling with that. With that one.
Is Hoover going to play?
He is almost certainly not. Yeah, he is not.
There's no way he's going to play. Okay,
Ken
give me
Seals.
USC.
They're starting with Ken Seals. Hey, it's on my pick.
Oh, my bad.
But I'm probably gonna agree with you anyways. Yeah, not a whole lot. Walker Lyons entered the portal. You are BYU Cougar.
A BYU Cougar. Everyone knows where he's going.
Yeah, Lake McCree, Jacoby Lane, Makai Lemon, Anthony Lucas. USC does have a lot of opt-outs. They do a ton of opt-outs, in fact. But Jaden Maeva is playing. That's important. Quarterbacks are important. Good number of entries too. While nothing's official.
Penn State.
Yeah, D'Anton Lynn. Yeah, it's something for the listing. While nothing is official, defense coordinator D'Anton Lynn won't speak to the media this week after previously being scheduled to do so. Meanwhile, for TCU, Hoover is definitely out because he's in the portal. A bunch of guys that are potential opt-outs that have already gone to yeah.
Sonny Dykes, what happened?
Yeah, it fell off quickly. Yeah, I'm gonna go with SC just because they're gonna have their quarterback. And you already said you're going with SC as well?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, there you go.
Sonny Dykes might be in a hot seat next year.
Yeah, that brings us to the NFL. We're here. We made it. We've arrived.
Hour baby. Hour before we got there. Any closing thoughts on college ball though? Anything fun?
Not particularly.
The mess of the Michigan search. Hire Biff, cowards. Hire Biff,
you cowards.
We want Biff.
Biff.
Adam Muhammad portaling.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Honestly, so
Vine's Bride officially portaling, but we kind of knew that was coming.
Have you heard the stories on? Have I told you about Muhammad? Supposedly got a big ego. Thought he should be starting over Jonah.
Oh, jeez. Oh, that's too bad.
And he's going to get a big offer from Georgia. And it's like, you can go. Because I was told that if Quade Carr didn't get hurt, he would have gotten a lot more run ahead of Muhammad.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's one position where freshmen can play very easily, it's running back.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's one of the easiest positions to transfer into college because you don't have to learn too much. The big things you got to learn as running back is pass pro, catching, and not fumbling. So, hey, I liked him as a player. It sucks to see him go, but if that's going to be the worst of it, which at this point I think it is, because, pretty clear that it was after the bowl game and they probably checked in with the NIL folks at UW and like, hey, how much can I make here? This is an offer I'm getting. And like, okay, bye. So I think that's probably the worst of it. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
I'd rather let Muhammad walk and spend big on D-line anyways. All I want for Christmas is a good D-line.
Yeah. That's fair.
Because I remember when I was at the clinic, the not GM but basically GM of UW football. It's like in the portal, you probably have to make tough decisions. It's like the NFL. Mm-hmm. You got a good player, pretty solid player, but a player that you decide that we can't pay you like other teams are considering paying you, and you got to let them walk.
Yeah,
I found that very interesting.
A shame. I know we've talked about this off the air, but it's a shame what college football has become because it's basically every single year is a one-year contract. Every player's on a one-year contract.
So is every coach too.
That's every fair. Oh yeah, every coach, every player, it's all the same. But every coach and every player is on a one-year contract, and there's no salary cap.
Yep.
So it's not a good system.
No.
I'm going to give you something to drink real fast if you want to keep talking about this.
Yeah, I'll talk about it. The big thing right now, I think we're all waiting on a Jet extension. I think it's either he's still waiting on donor money, or he's going to sign at the instant Michigan has their coach trying to beat the press cycle. Because we kind of saw that with Bama, when they hired DeBoer, it's like right before DeBoer got hired, a bunch of coaches got extensions. I think that's is going to be the kind of thing we're going to see because I think it's pretty clear that Jed's out. Um, Jake Butt has kind of been his media mouthpiece. Jake Butt's he's a big Jed Fish guy, and when Jake Butt's like, "Hey, Jed might be a limit, but maybe he's not. We never know. Washington should pay him a lot of money to help him with staff and NIL." I was like, when I just read that tweet, I was like, I know exactly who told you to post this. So yeah, I think we have been marked safe from the coaching carousel.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Never want to count our chickens. We could lose some other position coaches, which would suck. Ohio State has a receivers coach opening. We could lose Cummings. Maybe Walters goes somewhere else. I was thinking about this last night, and it kind of struck me. It might be the best move for Ryan Walters to stay at UW, not only for just showing himself to be a good DC again, but also pretty good chance he gets a real shot at being the UW head coach when Jeb leaves, because we all know it's going to happen. Yeah. So that might be one of his clearest paths to being a head coach again. Be the one, make it so UW's not holding the bag at the end, basically.
Yeah.
Get lucky during musical chairs. Hope the music stops where you are. Because honestly, if he learns from his mistakes, which I think he's a smart guy, he's a young guy, he totally can. He's got ample time to do so. I wouldn't hate him being a head coach at UW. You'd have to, I think we learned from our mistakes with Jimmy. We're just never going to make a guy a head coach right away. But he earned a fair and real interview, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. NFL football time.
NFL football time. All right. Philly, Washington. I don't have a ton of takeaways from this game.
It was ugly.
It really was for both sides of this. Philly won comfortably, but don't make that think they won comfortably.
Eagles fans are being the weirdest people on social media right now, saying they can take on anyone in the NFC. They're the first team in our division.
I think they could.
Well, they're acting like they're the favorites.
Oh no, they're absolutely not the favorites. No, absolutely not.
I think with the teams we've seen play now, and maybe this is a little green and blue classes, but I think it's earned. I think the class of the NFC right now is the Seahawks and the Rams.
I think I'd throw the Niners in there too, the way they're playing right
now. Honestly, yeah.
I think it's the entire NFC West, other than the Cardinals.
What do I tell you about the Cardinals every preseason when you're like, oh, maybe this could be this year? Maybe it could be their year.
Yeah,
the Cardinals are nothing.
Yeah, Gannon ain't it. I agree with you on that, though. I think it's really just the three NFC West teams. I would honestly be surprised to see Chicago come out of the NFC. I'd be surprised to see Green Bay come out of the NFC.
You see those young teams make the playoffs. They very rarely come through it. It usually takes a year of playoff experience, right? Seahawks, 2012, they made it to the divisional and lost a heartbreaker. Was it the divisional? Well, yeah, wild card in Washington. Yeah, and then the next year they won the Super Bowl. Rams, first year they made the playoffs under McVay, lost the wild card to the Falcons.
Yeah.
Next year they made the Super Bowl. Right? Yeah, it usually takes a year in the playoffs to make some noise. Because playoff football is different. It's cliche, but it's true.
Counterpoint.
Yeah. Bengals?
Well, the Bengals are the only recent counterpoint.
Yeah, they're an exception.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that for sure. I think it took Mahomes. It took Mahomes quite a while.
It did. Well, he got to the AFC Championship his first year, but he didn't get to the Super Bowl until the second year.
Seahawks
he only won one playoff game his first year. They beat the Colts.
Seahawks make the NFC Championship. Pete doesn't ice Matt Bryant. I'm still pissed about that.
They won the same number of playoff games because the Chiefs had the 1 seed. They both only won one.
I'm still so pissed about that. Freaking Pete icing him and then he makes it.
trying to think, have there been any other examples of teams that like went deep, like their first real year in the playoffs other than the Bengals?
I think it's pretty uncommon. I think we can probably think of some examples, but it's definitely not the rule.
Right. Like let's see, the teams that went on Super Bowl runs, like the Chiefs,
kind of the Lions.
Kind of the Lions. Okay, yeah, 2 playoff wins. That's something. It's hard to win more than 2 playoff games in your first crack.
It's hard to make it. It's very hard to make the Super Bowl. Though. That was the point of saying the Bears. Making the Super Bowl. It's very hard to make the Super Bowl your first year competing. It's very hard.
Right. No, that's valid. Yeah, Allen didn't win a playoff game until his second crack at it because they lost to Houston his first try. Lamar lost his first ever playoff game.
RG3 lost his first ever playoff game.
And his only playoff game.
Man, what a shame.
Jane Daniels won a couple.
Ooh, that's a good one. They made the NFC title.
They did.
But a very seasoned team around them.
That's true. That is true.
And we're getting near the 1-year anniversary of the JMO celebration.
Sure, we're getting close to it. I'm trying to think of another team that won 2 playoff games their first go at it. Lions, Commies, Bengals won 3. It's close to 4. It's freaking close to 4.
This close to 4, though.
This close to 4. More like an open palm on the hip.
Yep.
I swear, if that's in a preseason game, it doesn't get called.
Oh no, absolutely not. Dude, the Rams still aren't over the Seahawks game. Oh, I've been picking fights with them on Twitter all week. It's been very fun.
Well, I'm not going to go through every team in the league and be like, what starting quarterbacks won their first 2 playoff games? I'm not going to be able to think about that. Mahomes did. He only won his first one. I'll tell you that much. Brady, I guess. The Brady Pats, 24 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
But, again, I'm not going to go through them all. Anyways, Philly, Washington, just ugly game. Congrats to Philly for being the first team in the history of the not the history of the NFC East, but in like
in recent history,
in 20-something years to win back-to-back NFC teams.
Honestly, kind of an achievement. Honestly.
Mm-hmm. And fun fact: in the history of the AFC North, there's never been a 3-peat winner, and it appears that will not be the case this year because it looks like Pittsburgh's gonna beat out Baltimore for it.
Seahawks have definitely 3-peated the division.
There's been a lot of back-to-back winners, like Baltimore did it, and then Cincinnati did it right before them.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's had plenty of back-to-back wins, but there's never been a 3-peat winner.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, and again, doesn't look like that's going to end this year. Not going to win. Speaking of teams going back to the playoffs, it's been a while. Green Bay, Chicago. Chicago clinched the playoff spot before Green Bay did.
What a game.
Oh, this was an awesome game. This was an awesome game. And a beat-for-beat remake of the 2014 NFC Championship.
It was Romeo Doubs. Well, you know what's funny? A lot of Seahawks fans have been saying that like the Thursday night one felt a lot like that. And then that happens, it was like, that one's a lot closer.
Yeah, it was almost beat for beat. I remember, because I follow a Packers fan on Twitter. He was like, I never thought I'd have to relive the 2014 NFC Championship. What the hell was this, Santa?
It was a botched onside kick recovery. Yeah, everything.
A double-digit lead with only a couple minutes left. Botched onside kick. Going to OT,
and a throw to win it, a deep throw to win it.
A deep throw to win it. Yep, a deep over the shoulder throw to win it.
It's like, was that Jermaine Kearse?
I know. DJ Moore turned into Jermaine Kearse for a second on the road against a team that wears primarily navy.
Yep.
Probably a little worse because it's Chicago. Imagine if they lost the 2014 NFC Championship to Chicago instead of Seattle.
Ooh,
Would that be the worst moment in Packers history?
absolutely.
It probably already is, honestly.
They've had a lot of rough moments against the Seahawks because they had the Phil Mary, which was the right call.
Recently, they've kind of handled Seattle.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, the Hail Mary is the right call. I agree.
And they're still not over it.
Simultaneous possession goes to the receiver. That's the rule.
And he established possession first by getting 2 feet down. People always forget that part.
It wasn't crazy. It was crazy.
It's funny that it took that to end the strike.
That's right. And there's the NFL and the Referees Association are going back to they have to negotiate a new collective bargaining agreement this off season.
They I think the refs just got to show the tape of the replacement refs to prevent them from doing that again. That was bad because there were some genuine awful calls in that game, but everyone always remembers the Hail Mary.
There's genuine awful calls. The first month of that season was terrible.
Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah.
I remember Brandon Browner basically almost killed Greg Jennings in that game. I don't know who it was, if it was Greg Jennings or not, but they called a penalty on the receiver. He was punching him on the ground, and they called a penalty on the receiver. You can't have corners like Brandon Browner in the game anymore. Imagine what Brandon Browner would do to receivers in this league. He'd get permanently banned.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't survive. He would not survive in the league.
Honestly, same with Cam Chancellor. I think he was a very textbook hitter, but you can't hit guys over the middle anymore.
Right.
In the Jags Broncos game, that hit, or the hit that Ty Okada put on Colby Parkinson. You just can't hit right now.
Yeah. They're
just perpetually defenseless.
Yep. You got err on the side of caution nowadays. For Green Bay, Jordan Love gets hurt in this game. He might not be able to play against Baltimore on Saturday.
Ooh.
Which doesn't sound Lamar was going to be able to play either. So we might get Tyler Huntley versus Malik Willis.
Great.
Which, funny enough, for both of this, it's basically a playoff game because Green Bay, they win and they clinch a playoff spot. For Baltimore, they lose and they get eliminated. So it's a playoff game for both teams essentially.
What a great quarterback matchup for that.
Oh, I'm so excited. Hey, at least we also get Texans Chargers on that same Saturday. So could be worse.
True.
I do look forward to the Ravens being official. I will enjoy that. I'm like Thanos in Infinity War. I will enjoy
this.
Yeah.
He's got so many banger lines in that movie.
Oh man, Thanos is low-key goated. I'm not gonna agree with.
Well, he's the protagonist of Infinity War.
Oh, he is.
He's not the antagonist. The story revolves around him.
I've made lots of jokes to my students, and I'll just go out here and say this: Thanos was wrong, but sometimes.
Thanos was absolutely wrong, but the reason people make those Thanos is right arguments is because the movie was shown from his point of view. So, of course, you're going to be given a good argument from his points.
My argument is sometimes people are annoying, and I wish half of them would disappear.
That is a good point.
That's a joke. Not actually. I love humanity.
You sound like an alien when you say that. I am not an alien.
I'm not.
I love humanity.
I love Earth. It is great here. No, you know what? I think Thanos just aura farms so much that I can't help but root for him.
Oh yeah, I mean he's the protagonist. You're supposed to root for him.
Yeah, he was the OG aura farmer, and all his great bangers came in Infinity War. He didn't have he had some bangers in Endgame, but it was mostly Infinity War.
You know why people think he's lamer in Endgame? It's because he's not given a ton of.
Yeah, he's more one-dimensional.
They show him as the madman he truly is. You know,
right?
They don't make him a complex character. He's incredibly complex in Infinity War, and that's why you find yourself rooting for him.
Well,
the narrative portrays him. The narrative portrays him very differently in Endgame. Portrays him much closer to reality.
Well, you know, the fan theory that I've read is also that the Thanos in Endgame obviously is a literally different timeline version of him. He seems a lot more one-dimensional and just pure evil because he hasn't had to make the sacrifices or go through the pain that original timeline Thanos had to go to. Like, he never had to sacrifice Gamora to get the Soul Stone. He could just... Oh,
I disagree. I disagree. I think it's just purely on portrayal.
I think it can be both.
I mean, it just shows the genius of his portrayal in the first one.
Right. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying, I think it can be both.
Yeah.
Anyways, Buffalo, Cleveland. Speaking of Thanos, James Cook just absolutely, took out Cleveland's defense.
He snapped his fingers against that.
He just snapped his fingers, and he was in the end zone. Much to my chagrin of my
big man interception, by the way, hilarious.
Yep, absolutely iconic. Cleveland, Myles Garrett now only a half sack away from the NFL record, which
incredibly quietly too.
Incredible. Well, it's because Cleveland's 3-12. They do get Pittsburgh and Cincinnati, so very good chance they
at home.
At home for Pittsburgh and Cincinnati for Cincinnati. Okay. He'll break it though. He's gonna break that.
Oh. How many away?
Half.
Oh yeah, he's getting that. I wonder if he's going to get the Strahan treatment.
Oh yeah, let him have it. You know, Rodgers isn't going to let him have it the way far.
Oh hell no!
And Burrow's definitely not.
Nope, he's going to have to earn it.
Yeah, he's going to have to earn it.
Won't be hard to sack Rodgers this day and age, though.
No, and the Steelers' offensive line is exactly fantastic. Yeah, for Buffalo, I mean, you know, challenged a little bit, but ultimately came up with a good win, up to 11-4 on the season, rolling at the moment after they started to trip up early. Wasn't easy though. Cleveland gave them all they could handle. Sure didn't even play a particularly great game.
No, he was rough,
but it was enough. It was enough to keep them close. I don't have a lot of takeaways from this one. Buffalo good, Cleveland bad, but Cleveland hung with them. Chargers, Dallas. I mean, just two teams, very different stages of their season. Chargers gearing up for a playoff run, kind of getting the pieces back. Hampton came back in this one. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they just started to look dead in the water. They did hold close with the Chargers for a while in this one, but it's
yeah, they just don't have the horses right now.
No, they do not. They do not.
They need to totally rehaul their secondary.
Yeah, their entire defense, to be quite frank. Although their defensive line has been a lot better since they got Quinn.
Oh yeah, and I think Ezra is going to continue to ascend.
But yeah, their secondary is definitely.
Their secondary is really bad.
Yeah. Speaking of not having horses, KC, Tennessee, Kansas City without Patrick Mahomes is a football team,
and without Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, and now without Gardner Minshew. Yeah, Rashee Rice also. Well, Rashee Rice and Trent McDuffie were like, they weren't healthy scratches, but they're like,
shut him down.
You know, wink and nod healthy scratches where it's like, oh man, my ankle's kind of sore. All right, we're gonna shut you down for the rest of the year, sort of deal. Yeah, Casey's doing this whole tanking thing right. We'll talk about another team in a second that's doing this tanking thing very wrong. But KC, as soon as they get eliminated, they're like, shut everyone down. We don't care anymore. Let's get
They probably snuck into Minshew's bed and at night in his hotel room and trimmed up his ACL a little bit. It's like,
and she took the razor, just a little saw off motion. Hey, for Tennessee, it's a good confidence building win. I mean,
that's awesome, man. Good for them.
Probably won't do a lot in the long run, but hey, they can look back on the season and ignoring who the starting quarterback for Kansas City was, they can look back and say, hey, Cam Ward beat the Chiefs in his rookie year. Who would have predicted that in August?
Not me. In September.
September. Shoot, November. Early November, probably.
Yeah. I think that's if they just fire their GM, which they should, I think it'll be an attractive destination.
I guess it's time to talk about it.
All right, floor is yours, buddy. Let's hear it.
I mean, they won. Why do you want me to be mad? They won. They won. Joe Burrow was freaking awesome. Chase Brown was awesome. He scored 3 touchdowns in the third quarter alone. Receivers were great. Chase looked great. Higgins looked great coming back from a concussion. Gesicki looked awesome. Their defense forced 4 straight turnovers in the third quarter. Like, it was a great game, honestly. I can't complain about the game itself, if I'm being 100% honest with you. It was against Quinn Ewers, which I think I texted you during the game. He is.
Yeah, he was not ready.
I don't know if he'll always be that bad, but he was rough. But is games like this that they just confound me. This team confounds me for a few reasons. A, where the hell was this all season? They played with energy. The offense was dynamic. They were doing interesting things. They were, having explosive shots downfield. They never did, even at the peak of the 2024 offense, which in my opinion is the best offense of the Joe Burrow era. Peak of the 2024 offense, they didn't have explosive plays at the rate they had the other day against Miami. Like, they turned into a whole different offense. They turned into like the 2018 Chiefs offense out of nowhere. Like, they were just hitting explosives left, right, and center. Like, again, the Dolphins aren't, the east or the hardest team to go against, especially in December. But all of a sudden, it's like a whole different team. Like, where was this game plan against Baltimore last week? You saw it against Buffalo. They had a good offensive game plan against Buffalo. It wasn't enough in the end just because of a couple unlucky bounces, if we're being honest. And their defense being awful. But also defense, you choose now. Again, it's Quinn Ewers. But you choose now to get 4 turnovers in 1 quarter. The game after we're eliminated. And I think that brings me to this. And I talked about this on our last NFL pod, I should say. Why is it that as soon as the Bengals are eliminated from the playoffs, Zach Taylor turns into Sean McVay, and our draft pick just goes up in flames? Like, before this game, and actually as of right now, this game actually didn't affect us too much. We're slated to pick 9th in the draft. I guarantee you, I will make a bet right here on the pod. We will not pick any lower than 14. Because we're going to win our last 2 games. And we're going to blow up our draft pick. Shoot, we might finish second in our division if Baltimore loses. If Cincinnati wins out and Baltimore loses
so you're going to have a tougher schedule next year, too?
So we're going to have a tougher schedule next year, yeah. If Cincinnati wins out and Baltimore loses out, Cincinnati has finished second in the division. So we'll have a tougher schedule next year. We'll have to play like the Chargers. Oh, we would avoid the Chiefs, but the Chiefs might be rebuilding next year. and Mahomes might miss a lot of the season. So maybe we want to play the Chiefs. Let's see who we've already got the entire South. Who do we play in the East? We played the Bills instead of the Dolphins. Please, can we finish third, please? I don't want to play the Dolphins, or I don't want to play the Bills. Or we could play the Dolphins, or the Patriots. I guess like the Bills could still win.
I kind of hope the Seahawks win the division so we don't have to play the Packers.
That's a good call. That's a good call. Play the Cowboys instead of the Commanders because we've got the NFC East. Wait, I don't really care about it.
That was not too bad.
No. Honestly, I'd probably rather play the Cowboys. Yeah, I'd rather play schedule for sure. Especially if Mahomes misses a lot of next year, you want the Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
You definitely rather have the Dolphins than the Bills.
I think this offseason could be like the offseason for the Seahawks where they like cut Bobby, traded Russ, cut Jamal, cut Quandre. I think there's the potential that we could be seeing that kind of offseason.
There could be a reboot. I don't think it won't be a rebuild, but there could be a little bit of a reboot. Yes.
Of trimming old fat too.
Yeah. Well, Kelsey's gonna retire.
Chris Jones, who knows?
Yeah, some of those older guys. But my point being, why is it that Cincinnati always waits until it doesn't matter and finally start balling? That's all. They will internally confound and frustrate me. But you know what? They were actually... I won't lie. Sunday was fun to watch.
It's always fun to watch a win.
Yeah. And a dominant win at that. We could have put... We had 45 points with 14 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I thought we were going to put up a 50-burger. But then we put in Joe Flacco. If Burrow plays the whole game, we get a 50 burger.
Absolutely.
No,
but I want to risk him getting hurt the weekend.
Yeah, no, you do not. Hurt. You don't want to risk it. So I get it. All right. Moving on. Jets Saints. Saints are playing good football right now, man.
Kellen might have the juice, man.
You gotta have the juice. You know, if they'd started playing this well in like mid-November instead of early December,
they could have won the South.
They could be winning the division.
The division nobody wants to win.
Yeah, well, I mean, Carolina, and there's a very good chance, in fact, a very likely chance that Tampa beats Miami and Carolina loses Seattle. So we've got 8-8 versus 8-8 in Week 18. Watch them tie.
That would be awesome. Please let that happen.
Oh, that'd be the greatest outcome.
I mean, you know the game that everyone's excited for this week, right?
Hold on, let me look at the schedule. I gotta make sure. There's a couple good games, honestly. Philly, Buffalo.
No.
San Francisco.
No.
Is it Seattle, Carolina?
Nope.
I have no idea.
Vegas Giants, baby.
Oh yeah, of course. The number 1 pick bowl. How could I?
Super Tank Bowl.
The Super Tank Bowl. It's here. I think winner gets loser gets the number 1 pick.
Probably.
Giants Raiders. Oh yeah, there we go. As soon as he said it, Giants Raiders here in the chat.
Super Tank Bowl is upon us.
That's not even a punishment. That's awesome. We love
I know, dude. We're gonna see an incredible level of awful football.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're gonna see awful football in the likes no one has ever seen.
Yeah, I like the when they asked Max Crosby about it, like, you know, how does it feel? Like, you know, what are your thoughts on this game? Probably deciding who gets the number 1 pick, and he's like, I don't give a shit about the pick, man. My goal is to be the best defense. My goal is to be the best defensive player in the world. Or the best player in the world.
That's a stupid question to ask Max Crosby.
Oh, obviously. But I also love that his response was not, my goal is to help my team win games. It is my goal is to be the best player in the world.
Oh, man. Thanks for taking Gino off of us. No one's ever going to trade with John Schneider ever again.
We are getting that pick. Yeah. Fernando Mendoza, you are the Las Vegas Raider. I just wish he was still an Oakland Raider, man. Like, Fernando Mendoza is such an Oakland Raider name.
He is, yeah.
Anyways, for the Jets, rough performance, but oh well, he'll be fine. Not like you need a new quarterback or anything, and have already won too many games to get the first overall pick. Kyler Murray, you are a New York Jet. Speaking of the Giants, Minnesota, New York. Hey, Giants gave the Vikings a run for their money.
Man, I lost my fantasy game because I started 9 over Caleb. That was a bad choice.
Yeah. Man, we could be going against each other in the championship.
I felt vindicated because Caleb, let's see, what I've won. So I lost by...
You lost by 22.
I lost by 22. How many did Caleb have? Okay, he had 21. Okay.
Yeah, so you still won. You still won. Man. You're close, though.
That one, okay. I don't feel as bad anymore.
If you'd started 9 over Caleb and Tavian Sanders over TJ Hawkinson, you would never have done that to me.
No. Man, that was close. That was close. Yeah. That's the best I've ever done.
Championship, I know. I'm just glad to be back in the championship. It's been 3 whole years.
Might be finally your time.
It might be. I hope so, man. I made a midseason trade for Saquon, and it's fine. He's gotten 20 straight. He's getting 20 points in 3 straight games now. It's like
finally working out
since I traded for him.
You saved him for the playoff run.
He's balled out in the playoff run. That's for sure. So, knock on wood that keeps it going. Alan, I need you to show out a lot better than you did against Cleveland, though, my friend. 7 points ain't gonna cut it against Angelo's team.
I almost beat Angelo, man. That's crazy. His team's been ridiculous this year.
Yeah, it's freaking having Drake, man, JSN.
I know, man.
And Herbert, honestly. Also, it's Saints defense getting 19 points is such an outlier.
Oh my God, that's the reason I lost was the Saints getting 19 points on defense.
Yeah.
Ugh. Brandon Staley, I thought you sucked.
What happened? Anyways, speaking of 9, he got hurt in this game. I
am cutting him.
Hairline fracture in his hand. Might be back for week 18, but why even bring him back? Just start Frostman the rest of the way.
Why not just cut him?
Why not just cut JJ McCarthy? Your first round pick from a year ago.
He stinks, man.
He does. But he didn't stink enough to lose to the Giants.
That's true.
That's true. Hey, you got 2 wins. Giants got 2 wins on the season, and one of them was against the now NFC East champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
I still can't believe they did that.
Yeah.
It's when they had their guys, though.
Yeah, they had Scat, and they had who was their other win against? Both their wins came against playoff teams.
NFL,
they beat the
man.
Giants and they beat the Eagles and Chargers, and they should have beat the Broncos too.
Did you see the thing that got posted by the Seahawks or by someone? I think it got deleted by the Seahawks, but got posted by Seahawks Twitter. They have a tower of helmets of teams they've beaten.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Man,
and they had the alternate helmets too. They had the Saints white helmet, and they had the Cardinals rivalries helmet.
The desert, rivalries helmets. Yep.
Those must have been hard to get.
Yeah. Jeez. The Giants play up and down to their competition. They still lose, but it's they're
give them a fight.
Yeah, the good teams, they give a fight. They beat the Chargers, they beat the Eagles, they killed the Eagles, actually. They got killed by the Saints. They got killed by the Commies. They almost beat the Cowboys. They played pretty close with the Chiefs. I know the score doesn't look great, but they played pretty close with them. Should have beat the Broncos. Eagles game 2 wasn't great. Niners game wasn't great, but they almost beat the Bears. Should have beat the Bears, honestly. Played real close to the Packers. Should have beat the Lions. They did get killed by the Pats, so that's one thing. And then the Commies and Vikings lost one-score games to bad teams. It happens. But they're playing a bad team this week, so you count on them to get killed. But it's the Raiders, so can't count on the Raiders to do anything right. So, unstoppable force meet or stoppable force meet.
And movable object.
Yeah.
My favorite kind
Tampa,
of game.
Carolina. Speaking of no good, very bad game. Well, actually, the game wasn't bad. It was just two teams that did not seem interested in winning, which is appropriate. These teams want to win the division.
Kind of like during the tail end of COVID, like, you know, a lot of business owners were like, nobody wants to work. It's like, but in this situation, it's like, nobody wants to win.
Both these teams like booked their Cancun tickets in like mid-November, and they're like, crap. we gotta start playing hard now. we gotta make it look like we're trying, but we also gotta lose. And unfortunately for Tampa, they just did a slightly better job at making it look like they actually wanted to lose. Because my goodness, I know it was a miscommunication, just a play breakdown. And, you know, Baker trying to
it was bad.
Wasn't there, but Baker just threw an absolute
what happened
to lose the game.
What happened to the Bucs, man?
They're major fall off. Major fall off.
Is Bowles gonna get fired?
He should. He won't, but he should.
That defense is awful.
It really is. It's been that way for a few years now. Ever since Bowles took over as head coach from Arians, their defense has been bad. I think it kind of got by on its reputation from when he was the DC, and it was good under him as DC. But it's been rough. For Carolina, hey, you're 1 win away from clinching the NFC South. Now, granted, not 1 win, because if they beat Seattle, but Tampa beats Miami,
they need to beat Tampa. That's the one win.
It basically only all that matters. Now, if Tampa loses to Miami and Carolina beats Seattle, then you're talking. But
yeah.
Tampa's not losing to Miami. I'm sorry. So you don't even have to worry about the Seattle game. Just focus on being Tampa.
Yeah, please don't worry about it.
Yeah, Carolina just pulls a massive upset. No, they only play good in odd number weeks. So.
That's true. We got lucky.
Yeah, lucky. Jacksonville, Denver. Good golly. Who would have guessed at the beginning of the year the two cat teams that are going to make the playoffs are the Jags and Panthers?
Duval.
And the Lions and Bengals are going to be out, and the Jags and Panthers are going to make it.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
I would not guess that. Jags are balling right now, especially on offense. The second half, they were rolling Denver.
Is Trevor good?
He's been kind of good.
He's been pretty good lately, man.
Yeah, he's been rolling. He's had a couple throws the past couple weeks, like especially against the Jets, but a few in this one as well. You're like, dang, all right. You start to see that first overall pick, like, okay, that's why people thought you were going to be really good. I'm starting to see it. I respect it. Yeah, Jags are kind of scary right now. Do you like the controversy of Sean Payton calling them a small market team and Liam Cohen getting all butthurt about it?
Oh, dude,
these coaches look for anything for motivation, but it's like, man, he's really reaching there. Like, you guys are a small market team. Like, don't run from that. It's not an insult; it's a fact.
See, old Bountygate stuff basically happening with
Yep.
Trevor taking a huge shot.
Yep. Well, after the whistle got blown. Yeah, I did see that.
What a surprise.
Shocker. Atlanta, Arizona. Bijan Robinson. I think this is his first game back in Arizona since he got drafted.
That's crazy.
I think
he's so good, man.
Bijan.
There's so much talent on that Falcons team. They need to they got a can with him.
Oh, 100%. Here you go. Bijan
There's
Robinson.
just so much wasted talent.
Oh, never mind. His rookie year, they played at Arizona, too. I'm wrong. Rookie
Fired
year,
again. Jeez.
Yeah, fired Jonathan again. But yeah, Bijan was awesome.
He's so good. He's so good, man. He's just
really
so
is.
wasted.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a nothing game between two nothing teams, but Bijan Robinson's a baller, and he's carrying my fantasy team right now, so I'd shout him out. I kind of want to talk about Las Vegas, Houston before we talk about Pittsburgh, Detroit, just because
Go for it.
It's a lot faster. I mean, Houston or Las Vegas, they gave Houston a run for their money.
They did.
They had a lead in the second half of this one.
Genti balled out.
Yeah, he had the best game of his career by a wide margin. There's one point where it looked like the Texans tight end fumbled. And this was when the Raiders had a lead too. Texans tight end fumbled, and then the Raiders took it back for a touchdown. And Pete was like on the sideline. He was smacking his gum. He was running up and down. It looked like old Pete. Looked like old Pete was back. And then they reviewed it, and it wasn't a fumble.
You know another old Pete being back thing that happened?
What's that?
Punting on 4th and 2 with 3 minutes left on plus territory.
That's brutal. You're almost in field goal range at that point.
You were losing. You have 2 wins. Oh, geez, my camera's been off.
Oh yeah, I thought you did that.
I didn't notice that. I
thought you did it on purpose.
How long was it off?
Probably like 10 minutes.
Jeez, I didn't even notice. I wasn't even looking at the part of the screen. I was looking forward, but it was very much like it's like you have 2 wins. I know, like you don't really believe in that stuff, but just go for it, man. What do you have to lose? You're gonna get fired anyways.
Right. Yeah, come on, that could have been a huge win. Imagine if Pete had 2 wins, but they were against or 3 wins, but 2 of them were against Houston, New England.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah. All right, Pittsburgh, Detroit. My goodness, what a game! What a game! Everything about this game was freaking drunk.
DK getting suspended for punching a fan. What an idiot!
What an idiot! Oh, and also, I love the Steelers fans that were clamoring for Chase to get a multi-game suspension for spitting on Jalen Ramsey, turning around and defending DK and saying it was the fans' fault. And
honestly, Beau, the fan probably deserved it.
Oh, I'm sure the fan deserved it.
But you can't do that. You can't do that as a professional athlete. That's just something you can't do.
Stupid, dude. Ron Artest got banned for like a whole year for getting involved.
And it's and it happened in Detroit too.
Yeah, exactly. Malice in the Palace got Ron Artest banned for a year. Sorry, Meta World Peace. Who's going by Ron Artest?
I saw someone call DK World Peace or DeKalen Zacharias Metcalf World Peace.
DeKalen Zacharias Metcalf World Peace. Just such.
See, that's the reason why I am so happy that DK is not on my team anymore. It's that antics that are just like. Off the field, DK, by all accounts, is an awesome guy. Mm-hmm. Great to people. But, like, he does idiotic stuff on the field.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get it.
Yep.
Why do you do that, DK?
Why DK? Why do DK? Why do DK? No, I hear you. It's a rough look. And honestly, the rest of this game wasn't any more sane than that.
No.
The Kenneth Gainwell touchdown that like bounced off his forearm.
I know.
He didn't touch him. That was insane. I've never seen that happen in a game. Like absolutely insane. Like honestly, that's like a CFP 26 glitch.
It was.
It's not even a real thing that happens in real life. Let's see what else. Oh, just the whole ending, the OPI. But he's short, but he passes it back to Goff, who runs it in for a touchdown. Oh, and I love the rep announcement. The ruling on the field is a touchdown, and the whole crowd erupts.
The game is over.
However, off pass interference, offense number 14. By rule, there's not an extension to play. The game is over. So, like, it's just the most ultimate roller coaster of emotions for that home crowd in Detroit. And, you know, not to stereotype, but there's not a lot of home crowds I wouldn't want to be on my side in Detroit.
Yeah.
Not one of them. Malice in the Palace, Exhibit A. Yeah, it's just
brutal ending for
just absolutely brutal ending, and basically to end Detroit's season. Like, they're not eliminated, but they need to win out, and
they need a lot of help.
Out. Yeah, they need a lot of help. Oh, and by the way, the Packers play the Vikings in Week 18, so guess who's not losing out? Just brutal.
That was such a Lions way to lose the game too.
100%. Yeah, the Lions might be cooked. They might be cooked. It's time to look hard look in the mirror at what you might need to fix in the offseason, Danny boy. Danny boy meaning Dan Campbell, but also meaning Daniel Lazenby. I wish I could. I really wish Daniel was on the pod. Just
it would have been such a good season for him to be on the pod.
Man. Oh man!
See, he's only been on the pod when the Lions have been really good.
Yeah, we haven't had a season of him struggling.
No, he hasn't had to go through it at times like we have.
He hasn't even been on the pod since the Lions lost to the Commies in the playoffs last year.
I know, that broke him, man.
He never wanted to talk about the NFL again after that, and you
can't blame
him, considering what happened after.
We didn't even get to talk about the JMO celebration with him.
That's true, we did. He probably would have done it live on the pod if we're being real. Dude's savage. All right. New England, Baltimore. I loved this game, man.
I can't believe that Gonzalez was able to stop a Derrick Henry stiff arm. I'd seen so many DBs get destroyed by that move. Does he not have it anymore?
Derrick Henry's washed, man. Derrick Henry is officially washed.
I've seen a many DB on like a toss sweep or an outside zone out in the boundary just get sent to a whole different world.
The reign of Derrick Henry is over.
King Henry, yes. Lamar getting hurt.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like he'll be ready for Green Bay, although we'll see. Sounds like he's got some sort of lower back contusion.
If Stafford hadn't been so hot to end the year, Craig's probably your MVP.
Mm-hmm.
But way to come back and win after a tough loss to Buffalo.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, Buffalo's a good team, but
the way they lost, though.
Yeah, and they had to fight through some refereeing at the end too. Marlon Humphrey apparently is allowed to just tackle Patriots receivers in midair. Ultimate ball don't lie moment at the end with the fourth down conversion.
That was awesome.
And then Zay Flowers capping off his brilliant season. Well, he still has 2 more games, so this could change. But dude has 2 touchdowns and 3 fumbles on the year.
Woof.
And he made the Pro Bowl, by the way.
Is John Harbaugh... Okay, speaking of Pro Bowl, there's only one snub that I'm actually kind of upset about, even though the Pro Bowl doesn't matter. First of all, Robbie Oots, alternate. Very nice. The snub I'm upset about, I think Byron Murphy should have made the Pro Bowl. I thought he had a really good year.
Mm-hmm.
If Robbie Oots is an alternate, how is Byron Murphy not? I guess fullback, I guess.
Honestly, looking at the AFC Pro Bowl receivers, T. Higgins should have made it. Like, Jamar was the number one vote getter, as he should have been, but T. Higgins should have gotten it.
I was hoping Gray Zabel would have made it, but it's tough.
Yeah, Jamar was our only Pro Bowler, so.
We had, I think, 6 or 7.
6. It was 6. Tied was for the league lead, though, because there's 4 teams that had 6.
Ooh.
Including Baltimore, which, by the way, Ravens fans still insist Lamar is no help, despite having 6 Pro Bowlers.
Interesting.
Interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah, I got nothing else from this game other than Baltimore's cooked, and I love that. Also, and Lamar's hurt again, which I don't like Lamar being hurt because he's a fun player to watch, but it's just more example that they're cooked there this year. Better luck next year. Harbaugh might be time to put the prize.
Might be coaching at Michigan next year.
Yep. There you go. That's a fun one. That's a fun fit. All right, last game to break down. San Francisco, Indy. Man, Indy's defense. What happened, Lou? What's going on?
Honestly, Uncle Phil was kind of dealing. I'm not gonna lie. He was
especially early.
But that defense was rough, and then he killed it at the end with that pick 6.
Yeah. Which he's forcing it, right?
It's gonna happen. Yeah.
If you're forcing passes, eventually something like that's gonna happen. That's just recipe of the nature of the beast. That's what I'm trying to say. Nature of the beast. He held it strong in there, though. He really did. He played good.
It's cool to see.
I wasn't enough to overcome a bad defense at the end.
No. Like, if he plays like that with a shred of defense, he probably wins.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with that. I'd agree with that. Indy's defense has fallen off hard in the past couple months. Uncle Lou, maybe not cooking quite as much as he was earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Which I don't relish in that because I never had any ill will towards Lou Anarumo, but all the Bengals fans that were melting down about firing Lou, like, not that I think hiring Golden was the right move, or the process that led to hiring Golden was the right move, or even anything related to the defense has been the right move. But I also don't necessarily think firing Lou is the wrong. I just think that he followed that up with a bunch of other poor choices.
That makes a lot of sense.
As San Francisco, they look awesome. They're definitely Super Bowl contenders in the NFC. I give them credit. Which, especially for how beat up they are,
it's pretty impressive.
It's very impressive. All right. Anything else on Week 16?
Let's just open the Niners' recent schedule for me, please.
What are you going to say? They just haven't played anybody, so... I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you. They haven't played anybody. They're only really somewhat... I mean, Colts isn't a bad win. Panthers isn't a bad win. But yeah, they haven't really played anybody real since... They haven't beaten anybody real since their first Rams win.
And that was a hell of a
Their only Rams win, actually.
I'll believe it when I'm not ready to call them a Super Bowl contender.
I think if they're peaking the right time, especially offensively,
it's not the postseason yet, so they're not peaking at the right time.
That's fair. Anything else?
I don't know. I'm a hater. I know. I'm the biggest hater.
The way that you walk, the way that you talk, the way that you
Let a Niner know.
play offense in December.
Let a Niner know.
Let a Niner know. All right. That brings us to Christmas Day and the picks. We're going to rapid fire these because it's past midnight. And I'm tired. When I was plugging in the lines for these, by the way, this is probably, hold on, let me just confirm that these are all still up to date. Dallas, Detroit, 13, 2.5, up, Green Bay -3. This one has moved. 7.
By the way, Derek Hall suspension. Thoughts on that? I'll let you type it out. Here's my thoughts. On that.
Yeah.
I could see it both ways. I think it was not enough for suspension personally. I could see, there's a couple different angles on it. I can see both the fact that it was either malicious or it was accidental. I just don't think it was clear enough for a suspension to be levied. Because it looks like maybe he was tripped and had to, push his foot down hard, or maybe he did it maliciously. I thought it would be appealed down to a fine, but I guess not. But at least it's Derek Hall and not a defensive tackle. I can live without Derek Hall.
Mm-hmm.
He has had a good year, though. You say that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't followed the situation that closely, other than I saw that he was suspended.
Home cooking for the Rams again.
All right, you won last week by a pretty wide margin, actually. We both had pretty nice weeks on the picks, but you had a very, very nice week. So you pulled back into a lead with 2 games up.
This is going to be a nail-biter down the stretch.
It's going to come down to the wire, yeah. Anyways, you're up. You get to pick first or make me pick first.
Let's see here. So where are the
Dallas, Washington.
They're picking... Where are the Bengals picking? Okay, so I'll have it so you go second for that one. So... Or I'm picking first.
Okay, you're picking first. All right, go ahead. Dallas -7. Washington's down to Josh Johnson.
Yeah, I still can't believe he's still in the league. Give me Cowboys. They play hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree as well. I think Commanders just don't have the talent at this point, and the talent they do have is old. So what a way!
Bobby looked rough.
Detroit, Minnesota. Detroit is 7.5-point road favorite. Detroit's still something to play for. Vikings are ultra cooked at this point. And also, by the way, the first Detroit Minnesota game is where the original 9 memes.
That's
started.
Right.
So Detroit's gonna be pissed. They're gonna want to avenge themselves. And I thought they'd want to avenge themselves against Pittsburgh, and I was wrong. But Minnesota literally has nothing to play for in this one. And they're also starting Max Brosmer, however you pronounce it. Give me Detroit.
I'm going Detroit as well for the exact same reasons. I saw Brosmer play.
Denver, speaking of third string quarterbacks, Denver, KC. KC's going to be starting.
Bo Nix.
Nice. That was good. Denver's going to be, Kansas City's starting Chris Oladokin, or however you pronounce his last name. Denver's 13.5-point favorite. That's a result. They win this and they lock up. No, they don't lock up the AFC West. Never mind. If they win and the Chargers lose to the Texans, they lock up the AFC West.
See, this is a battle between an awful situation that the Chiefs are in and a team that can't cover.
Right.
I think Broncos going to come out pissed from a loss. I'm going to go Broncos. Mm-hmm. And if the Titans could cover that spread, I think the Broncos can.
Agreed. Yeah, no, the Broncos or the Chiefs. My goodness, they don't even look like an NFL team right now without Mahomes.
Could Indiana beat them? It's not even can Bama beat them. Could Indiana beat them?
I'm not going to go that far, but I think about it. I don't think anyone in Indiana's offensive line could block Chris Jones.
That is a good point.
Yeah. Houston, LA. This is a huge game. Good Saturday game here. Houston, LA. Good choice, NFL. Houston on the road to face the Chargers, where the Chargers are 2.5-point favorites. I am maybe going to go off the beaten path here. I think Houston wins straight up. I think they are rolling.
Dang. I don't think that's much off the beaten path, honestly. Yeah. I'm going to Houston too.
Really? All right.
I don't think that's off the beaten path.
I think a lot of people are still a little questioning Houston, at least offensively. I think they've started to show a little bit more on that side of the ball.
I trust their defense.
A little too inconsistent for me.
I trust their defense big time.
Yeah, defense is awesome. Green Bay, Baltimore. Green Bay 3-point home favorite, likely starting Malik Willis, likely starting against Tyler Huntley. Who you got?
Giant meteor. Guess you got Green Bay. Better overall team.
Yeah, Green Bay's still got something. Well, I mean, both these teams still have something to play for, but A, I think Malik Willis is a better quarterback than Tyler Huntley. And B, I think
Baltimore. Not Tyler Huntley, Beau.
Snoop Huntley, sorry. And B, I don't know. I just don't have a lot of faith in Baltimore right now. They just kind of look like dead squad walking. Give me the Packers. Bengals Cardinals. Let's go. I'm so excited and freaking hyped for this game. Actually, fun facts. Christmas week game. Bengals Cardinals in Cincinnati. This is the 14-year anniversary of the Jerome Simpson flip.
Oh, fun. That's a classic.
Anyways, a desert team coming up to Cincinnati. It'll probably be cold. Not that I think it'll factor in that much, but I don't know. Cincinnati looks like they finally found a little bit of a groove offensively last week. Honestly, other than the Baltimore game, they've had a groove in every game Burrow's played. Second Baltimore game, I should say. First off, Baltimore game. Yeah, Arizona just looks like they don't care. I think the Bengals find a way to cover 7, even if it's a little bit of a big spread.
Yeah, I think Cardinals are kind of dead man walking territory. It's gonna be for. I think they're just being nice and not firing Gannon yet. Yeah. Give me the Bungles.
Yeah. Bungle up our draft pick. Pittsburgh, Cleveland, this other side of the AFC North matchup, where if we're both right and Green Bay has won already, Pittsburgh will have already clinched the AFC North in this one, so they could theoretically rest starters if they want to. However, we don't know if they will, so let's assume they don't. Pittsburgh 3-point favorites on the road in Cleveland. Who you got?
Give me Pittsburgh. Are you kidding me? Against Shadur?
Yeah. Dang it. If I'm going to get back in this one, we're going to have to start disagreeing on some picks, but it's not going to start here. Yeah, give me
we have till Super Bowl Sunday, dog. You got time.
That's true. New Orleans, Tennessee. New Orleans is a 2.5-point road favorite going against the Titans. Two teams that many thought would be competing for the number 1 overall pick a few months ago. Unfortunately, Tennessee has kind of won themselves out of this conversation.
And so have the Saints.
But they've also just looked good in the process of doing it. Give me the Saints because they're just rolling right now. Especially
I think Saints are going to roll. Oh, yeah. This could be sneaky interesting to see what happens in this game.
Jacksonville, Indy just losing all their smoke down the stretch here. Man, who would have thought they wouldn't even be a playoff team when they were like 8-3 a couple weeks ago? How many games in a row has Indy lost at this point? Hold on, let me confirm this.
Since the Seahawks? No, since 3 before the Seahawks.
Yeah, well before the
5.
Seahawks. That would be 5 in a row. So they've lost. They were 8-2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they were 8-2. Oh, and also they've lost 6 of their last 7. I know what I said. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they started 7-1 and are since 1-6. Most likely soon to be. And dude, they're gonna most likely finish with a losing record after starting 8-2. Absolutely wild the collapse we're seeing in Indy right now. And it's not like the games are blowouts either. Like, okay, Jacksonville and San Francisco are blowouts. These other ones, like, they're all almost there. Like their offense looked good against San Francisco. Yeah, it's just brutal. It's brutal what's going on in Indy. Anyways, it's your pick. Jacksonville, 6.5-point favorite. They won by 17 in Jacksonville a couple weeks ago. What are they doing, Indy, my friend?
That defense is good, and so is the offense. Give me the Jags. I think they're rolling right now.
Yeah, I agree as well. Yeah, Jags are rolling. Tampa, Miami. Tampa's a 5.5-point favorite in South Beach. Miami just looks so unbelievably cooked, and Quinn Ewers is a horrible quarterback. Give me the Bucs to cover this one.
I don't want to watch either of these teams play. I can't trust Quinn after that performance from last week. So give me the Bucs, but like, God, battle of bad South Florida teams. I guess Tampa's not South Florida, is it?
Yeah, Central Florida, but yeah. Although the University of South Florida is in Tampa, so there you go.
Why is it FIU's in Miami? Why isn't FIU South Florida?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
Central Florida's in Orlando. That feels more northern.
That's more northern. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Get your directional schools right.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Honestly, Western Washington kind of works, but maybe should be Northern Washington. But you do have Eastern and Central, so it kind of works out.
Let's see. New England, 13.5-point home favorites.
There is a satellite campus of Eastern in Bellevue. At Bellevue.
Oh, really? Yeah. Anyways, Patriots, 13.5-point road favorites taking on the Jets. The Jets did hold close in this game when they played on Thursday Night Football a couple months ago. Different game now, and your pick.
Yeah, give me New England. I'm not making that mistake again.
Yeah, no, the Jets just got ran over by the Saints. I'm not trusting the Jets to hold, and they got ran over by the Jaguars. Yeah, no, not trusting the Jets to hold close to the team. Seattle, Carolina. Seattle, 7-point road favorite. Taking on the Panthers.
That was it's my pick, right?
No, it's my pick.
I'm gonna take.
Oh, but I'll let you go first. I'll let you go first.
Thank you. This is the week that the Panthers struggle. But Seahawks are coming off a really tough game, a little banged up. Did have the mini bye, which is good. I think they win, but don't cover. I think Charles Cross is still going to be out, but honestly, Josh Jones played pretty well. Let's say win, not cover.
I was actually going to pick the Panthers, but I was back and forth on it a little bit. Like, I genuinely didn't know what direction. So with a little bit of gamesmanship, I must admit.
Boo! We don't like gamesmanship.
Hey, gamesmanship, but when I'm teetering the fence, gamesmanship, I think, is a fair to say.
If you're going to gamesmanship, don't say it. It hurts the integrity of the game.
All right, fine. I was going to pick Seattle anyways.
Okay.
The ultimate Super Tank Bowl.
We're going to see futility in the ways we've rarely seen it before. I cannot wait for this game.
Raiders are 1.5-point road favorite. Home favorite. Screw it. Giants are just more competitive. Give me the Giants. I think they win.
If you know Pete Carroll, you know he's a petty bastard. He's going to pull a Lovie Smith and say, screw your draft picks, I want to win. And he's going to do something ridiculous to win it. Like go for a crazy fourth down or something, or a fake punt or something. It's going to be awesome. Give me the Raiders.
I love it. Christmas matchup here. The Bills not on Christmas, but the Bills are wearing their red jerseys, while the Eagles are wearing their green jerseys and green pants.
Kelly green or just normal green?
Regular green. But it still makes for a nice little Christmas holiday themed
that is a nice palette
matchup. So, Bills are 1.5-point home favorites. Who you got? Both teams 11-4.
Give me the Bills, without a question. I think the Eagles are frauds, and Eagles fans annoyed me this week on Twitter, so that's part of the reason. I'm petty too.
That is valid. That is very valid. I agree. I just think the Bills are the better team at home in this one. Niners, Bears. Niners, 3-point favorites at home. Taking on Chicago. Give me the Niners to cover. I think Chicago's playing better, but I think the Niners are just...
Do something for us, Pope Leo. Give me the Bears.
They're rolling on a different level right there. There you go. All right, we're starting to rack up some differences now. That's 3 now.
Wow. It's almost like your gamesmanship didn't
even matter in the end. In the end.
This is an I won last year with no gamesmanship. Okay? Gamesmanship
but you had like you had a 10-point lead.
Yeah, but early in the season. Gamesmanship, no bueno. No bueno.
Yeah. Fair enough. Hey, I would have picked Seattle.
All right, I believe, but I'm making a statement.
Fair enough.
Anti-corruption. What have you seen like that African? I do not like corruption unless it benefits me. Zach sent that one to me of like your fantasy league commissioner and ridiculous trade proposals. Yep. Does Zach ever send you horrible trade proposals?
No, but other people do a lot.
He sends them to me all the time.
Oh man, he's messing with the commish.
No, he just has always done that in every fantasy league I've been, because he sometimes gets people to agree to him.
Oh,
he floods the zone.
He used to do that. He did used to do that with me. He stopped doing it because I kept turning them all down.
Still does it to me.
Really? Last game, Rams-Falcons. Rams are 7.5-point road favorite against a struggling Falcons.
Yeah,
they're going to win against the Cardinals. Your pick.
Give me the Rams. They're going to be pissed off. You see Sean McVay's presser? Whew. That's the maddest I've ever seen Sean McVay.
That's it. This is the last pick before Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
Next time we make picks, Santa will have flown in a sleigh, brought in toys to all the good children and coal to all the bad children.
Coal to Dan Lanning.
And coal to Dan Lanning, that's right. And that is it for this edition of the West Coast Draft Podcast. A little bit of an extended episode. We talk college and NFL at once. And I won't lie, I'm exhausted.
Me
but it was
too.
Great time as always. Any closing thoughts, Mr. Jokinan?
If one of us has a Merry Christmas, all of us have a Merry Christmas. If one of us can play, all of us can play. If one of us subscribe, all of us subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Drive safe, folks. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah, what that happened. Kwanzaa, still
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy New Year's.
Sorry, happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year's. We'll have another episode before New Year's. So we'll have
true. Happy holidays for any we haven't covered.
That's right.
Drive safe.